this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of October 9th through the 15th. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising signs. So Aries, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. All right, Aries, so at the bottom of the deck, I have the Magician. Very nice. So with the Magician, some of you are definitely manifesting. I think you're in the process of manifesting something new within your life, and you have everything you need to be successful. This is an incredibly creative energy. It's also a resourceful energy, so some of you could be using some of those resources. Some of you could be incredibly creative this week. But I think you're in the process of manifesting, of starting something new. And the overall energy is the Ace of Rods. So this is an exciting new beginning. With the Ace of Rods as the overall energy, in combination with the Magician, I mean, this is some incredibly creative energy that you're working with. So this is pretty amazing. With the Ace of Rods, it can be anything from that spark, that idea, that creative idea, to an exciting new beginning. Some of you could be going on like a new adventure. You could be starting a new job, a new relationship. If that's the case with the Ace of Rods, this can represent that spark, that physical chemistry, and maybe you're getting into a new relationship. For some of you, it's exciting, definitely. You have a couple of aces here in the spread. You have the Ace of Rods as the overall energy, and then you also have the Ace of Cups here. So for some of you, it's definitely a new relationship. There could be an emotional connection, a spiritual connection, but then also definitely some physical chemistry here as well for those of you that are getting into a new relationship. But we're starting out with the King of Swords. So it could be with an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. So for those of you that are getting into a relationship, it could be with an air sign person. If not an air sign person, I'm getting Virgo, and I'm also getting water energy. So it could also be with a water sign person. It could be with a Virgo as well. The King of Swords, for some Aries, I mean, this could be your energy. This is that very logical energy, someone who's very, very much, you know, in their mind, making those plans, planning things out, very strategic. He's a more serious energy as well, and I can see here that some of you definitely need to make a decision, and the King of Swords is a very decisive person. But I think that some of you definitely are trying to make a decision or making a decision this week. I think that some of you, this is where your focus is at, is a decision is very significant, and I can see here that some of you are torn. So with this Two of Pentacles here, you could be weighing your options, you could be going back and forth, trying to make a decision. And maybe some of you with the King of Swords here, you could be very well using this sword. Maybe you're freeing yourself from something from the past. We did just have a very powerful full moon, Aries, in your sign. So for some of you, you could be freeing yourself from someone, something from the past. Could be a relationship, because you have several twos here in this spread. You have the High Priestess, you have that Two of Pentacles, and then you also have the Two of Swords. So twos really represent a decision, but also sometimes partnerships, or a partnership that's significant. So for some of you, you could be trying to make a decision, maybe whether or not you want to move on, maybe from a partnership here. For some of you with the Two of Pentacles, you could be juggling. So you might have, you know, been involved with someone. You could have met someone else, because the High Priestess is here, and she's a very secretive, mysterious person, a very secretive energy. So some of you, this could be your energy. Coming off with the King of Swords, for those of you that are Aries males in particular, this can be someone who is aloof, emotionally detached here. Maybe you have some things going on and you could be keeping it to yourself with the High Priestess, playing your cards close to your chest. For the Aries, though, that this is a relationship, I think that a decision is needed here. So you might have met someone, maybe there's this spark, and maybe you're just not sure with this combination. You just might not be sure. I can see here that some of you maybe are dealing with some internal struggles with the Five of Rods and then the Two of Swords. This combination for me is someone who's definitely internally struggling here. So for those of you that need to make a decision, I suggest spending some time alone, really going within, really trying to listen to your intuition when it comes to this. But with the Five of Rods, I think some of you are dealing with some internal struggles. You're just not sure. Some of you could be blocking your heart. Maybe you've been hurt in the past with this combination. So if you've met someone new, because maybe you've been hurt in the past, you're just a little guarded maybe this week. And some of you are still, you know, manifesting this new beginning, maybe getting into this new relationship, but you're a little wary. That's really what I'm getting here, is you're a little unsure for some of you. With the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups here with the Ace of Rods, this could be the very early stages of this relationship. There could be some very innocent, lighthearted communication with the Page of Cups, maybe even some flirty communication. This could be something that you're keeping quiet with the High Priestess here. Just because maybe you don't want too many people to know, or you're not sure about this person just yet. So for some of you, could just be keeping it quiet. But make sure that you're really listening to your intuition this week. With the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups, some of you are definitely maybe becoming more aware or more in touch with your intuition. You could be growing psychically, you know, growing intuitively, definitely for some of you. Now, for those of you that this isn't on the relationship front, you might have a decision that you have to make, or a decision could be very significant. Maybe a business partnership could be very significant. And with the High Priestess, and then also some of these other energies here, something might not be moving super quickly, but I think that it's still developing. Things are still happening. But some of you, you're maybe dealing with a little bit of a more slower paced energy here. And again, I see it, you know, you have maybe some choices that you have to make, or a choice that you have to make here. I think that some of you need to maybe decide whether or not you want to go for this new beginning, this new opportunity. With the Magician here, you're very much empowered, you're very much in control, but some of you definitely maybe need to narrow it down. With the Seven of Cups here, you might have a lot of options on the table. With the Two of Pentacles here, it's definitely a week of making decisions and maybe weighing your options and figuring things out. Now, if this is on the love front, for those of you that are single, you might have a lot of suitors. But I feel like one of them is really good. One of these potential suitors, there's maybe an emotional and a spiritual connection with this person, and also a physical attraction. But you're going to have to basically narrow it down here. Now, maybe this person is an air sign person, or could be a water sign person, or even Virgo. I'm getting Virgo. So for those of you that, if this is a job or maybe even a home, you might have been dealing with some challenges, some obstacles, or maybe even some competition. And maybe you're an Aries that is waiting on a decision, waiting on an answer, but you're definitely starting a new beginning here. You're in the process. This is a blessing that's coming in for you. Just try to stay strong, keep yourself balanced this week, definitely. Stay out of your head, stay positive, and definitely, if you can, make some time to meditate. Really, really go within this week. It's a great spread. It's not going to be a bad week for you whatsoever, Aries. You're definitely in the process of manifesting and starting starting some new beginnings here, no matter how you relate to this. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. Aries, what else does Aries need to know for this upcoming week? Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs. What do they need to know? Please show me. Very interesting. Okay, so we have the friendship card. So a friendship, a partnership, a relationship is definitely very significant. So for some of you, a friendship could be very, very significant this week. Some of you might be getting to know a new friend. If you haven't been spending enough time with a friend, or going out, being social, if you've been staying indoors, balance is very significant this week. So some of you definitely need to maybe make some time for your friends. And definitely get out and about. If you're a single Aries and you want to meet someone, get out and about, definitely, because new love could be coming in. And if you haven't watched your October 2017 Love Tarot Forecast over on Vimeo, definitely check it out. Because if you're single, you definitely could be meeting someone here. So I hope that you found this reading helpful, Aries. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you're interested in receiving a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you a wonderful week. Take care.